James? Where's Sophia? She told me to meet her here to discuss the wedding plans.
You're here.
You're drunk. I'll have someone take you back. Don't, James. I'm Serena, not Sophia.
I know exactly who you are. I need you.
I've had a crush on James for years, but he's my sister's fiancé. You'll regret this.
I won't.
It's been a year. James, do you have any idea? For the rest of my life, I won't even be able to survive a simple cold.
A ruptured spleen requires total splathiectomy.
You always said you'd make it up to me, but your way of making it up is by treating my sister like she's the center of your world. Mom.
Serena! Sophia's burn is infected, and she needs a skin graft. Get to the city central hospital for a donor match test right now. This instant!
It hasn't even been a month since my spleenectomy. The doctor said I can't undergo any major surgery. It'll kill me.
Stop being so dramatic. What's a missing? It's not like you can't live without
I'll be there
it.
soon.
Your sister's life is on the line.
A year ago, that car accident. To protect James, the steering wheel crushed my spleen.
Miss, Madam said there are distinguished guests today. You are not allowed in the front hall.
But I want to show Mom the roses I grew.
Just leave them at the back door. Madam won't look at them.
Growing up, I was always the one who shouldn't exist. Sophia was the pearl in their palms, while I was just a weed in the corner. I heard you're the second miss of the White family? Don't make me laugh. Who'd believe that? You don't even have a decent piece of clothing.
My mother sent me to boarding school, claiming it was for my own good. In reality, she just wanted me away from Sophia. This is the one. Serena, this is the most beautiful design I've ever seen in my life. You're a genius. Mom, I won first place.
Your sister is engaged to James Sterling. The wedding is next month. Come back and be the bridesmaid.
That day, I learned one thing. James, the man I had a crush on for 3 years, was going to marry my sister. Later, he got drunk at the engagement party. He held my hand and said I was the one he should have married. We all thought it was just the alcohol talking. It wasn't.
James, something big happened with the London project. You need to get over here right now.
Book me the earliest flight and find out when Serena's surgery is scheduled.
The madam's surgery? What surgery?
A skin graft for my sister. For her sister.
James? Where's Sophia? I'll have someone take you back. After that day, Sophia called off the engagement. She said she didn't want to marry someone who didn't love her. James came knocking on my door. He said, "Serena, marry me." I asked him, "Do you love me?" He didn't answer. He just said, "I'll treat you well."
Bloody face, they feel no pain when there's so much more to gain. Hunting season.
Why won't you believe me? I didn't marry you out of guilt.
James, do you want me to draw a bath for you?
No need.
James, are you asleep? I know you only married me out of a sense of responsibility, but we're married now. I can learn to be a good wife. I'll learn to cook whatever you like. I'll change myself to be the kind of woman you prefer.
Go to sleep. I have to see your parents tomorrow. Oh, no! Boss, the steering wheel isn't responding! What? No, 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 stop! Hold on!
James, thank you for everything.
Don't talk. Just rest.
You're finally here! Your sister needs a skin swed! You're her biological sister! You have the best chance for a match!
Mom, it hasn't even been a month since my splenectomy. The doctor said I can't—
Doctors! That's all you care about! Your sister is dying and you're only thinking about yourself!
Mom, her body really hasn't recovered. After a splenectomy, her immunity is practically zero. Any surgery could trigger sepsis.
So what? Is Sophia supposed to just die? Are you gonna donate or not? If you don't, I'll consider myself as never having had a daughter like you.
I'll do it.
Hello? Dr. Richard, it's me. My wife, Serena White, is coming in for a screening. She just had a splenectomy a month ago and her immunity is very weak. I need you to find a way to reject her as a donor. Just say her skin quality isn't suitable, please. I know it's risky, but her body can't take any more. Just do it.
Serena, thank you for coming. You're my sister.
Stop being so hypocritical. If you really cared about her, you would have volunteered instead of making me drag you here.
Baby, just focus on recovering. Don't worry about her.
Less than a month after a splenectomy, performing a skin graft under these conditions carries an extremely high risk of infection. I recommend waiting at least 3 months.
Doctor, I can't wait. My sister can't wait, and my mother certainly won't wait.
Let's do the matching test first. But I must warn you, even if it's a match, there's a 30% to 40% chance you'll die on the operating table.
That's enough. A 30% chance of living is better odds than anything else I've encountered in my life. This is the best apple I've ever had.
Just for you, sweetie. Serena.
Are the test results out yet?
Not yet. It'll take 2 hours.
Then go home for now. Don't just stand here. You're an eyesore.
James left his cufflinks at home. Take them to him.
Do you think James will find her even more disgusting now that he's seen that scar?
Drop it.
It's the truth. That long scar on her stomach looks like a giant centipede. What man wouldn't be repulsed by that?
Your cufflinks.
Leave them there. Wait. When will the matching results be out?
Soon. He must have seen the notification. His expression tells me he doesn't want me to donate. Not because he cares about me, but because he doesn't want to owe me anything. Don't worry. I'll make sure I'm in the best possible condition so I don't affect the surgery.
That's not what I meant.
I understand. You don't need to explain. I don't even know how many days I have left to live. Why bother getting a cat? Hello?
Serena, the doctor said the surgery is next Thursday. Go to the hospital in the next couple of days for your pre-op checkup and sign all the necessary papers. Get yourself ready.
This scar. I got it from saving him. And now what he wants me to pay back is what I supposedly owe Sophia.
Well, the VIP wards, like the one Sophia is in, are all full, so you'll have to stay in this general ward. Just make do with it.
It's fine.
Drink some of this. Don't get too thin or the skin quality will be poor.
Mom,
Yes?
5 years ago, you had Sophia call off the engagement. You arranged that, didn't you?
Why bring that up now?
You didn't want her to marry someone who didn't love her, then why were you so willing to let me marry him?
This soup. Sophia hasn't had hers yet. I'll take it over to her first.
Serena, it's time for your pre-op checkup. Have you arranged for a family member to stay with you after the surgery? There's no family. I can manage on my own. But the wound on your back will need dressing changes after the surgery. I can do it.
Sophia! Baby! How are you feeling?
Doctor, is she gonna be okay?
The transplant was a success.
That's sis! Her blood pressure is crashing! Quick, get her to the ICU! Her infection markers are off the charts. Notify the blood bank for an emergency transfusion. Get infectious diseases for a consultation now! Where are the family members? Where is the family?
James.
Serena!
James, don't go. I'm scared.
Let go.
James, what are you doing here again?
It hasn't even been a month since Serena me, and you forced her to donate 70% of her skin. The doctors said there was a 60% chance she would die. You just want her dead, don't you?
The doctors were just talking about probabilities. It didn't mean she would definitely die. Besides, Sophia—
Shut the hell up! And you? Did you sign the papers? Fine. Great.
From this day on, Serena has absolutely nothing to do with you. If she dies, I will arrange her funeral alone. If she lives, I'm taking her out of New York, and I'll make sure you never find her.
James, why are you treating me like this?
You knew exactly what condition her body was in.
You said nothing, because just like your mother, you think she deserves to die.
Serena, I'm sorry. I'm so late. You always said I didn't love you. You thought I married you because of that drink, because of guilt. But that's not it. That day at the club, even without that drink, I would have. Because you're Serena. It was always because of you. Please, wake up. I still have so much to tell you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right there. 15 minutes. Serena, I'm heading out for a bit. I'll be back soon. Wait for me.
Mother signed off to harvest 70% of her daughter's skin. My God, that's basically a death sentence. She said she's useless now anyway. No spleen, can't have kids. That's brutal. Luckily, her husband stayed by her side for 2 days and nights. He just stepped out for something. If he'd heard that, he probably would have lost it.
She hates me. She's hated me since the day I was born. She hates me so much she wants me dead.
You're awake. That's wonderful. Your husband stayed here for 2 days and nights. He just stepped out for a moment. He really is a devoted husband. Don't try to speak yet. Your husband is James Sterling, right? He's been sleeping right here by your bed for the past 2 nights. The more he acts like this, the less I understand. Is it guilt? Or does he feel he owes me so much he can never pay it back in this lifetime?
The madam is undergoing the skin frab surgery today. If you head there now, you might not make it in time.
What? Why the hell didn't you tell me sooner?
You were dealing with the crisis abroad, and Mrs. White said not to disturb you.
Don't be scared, baby. You'll be fine once the skin graft is done. Mommy will be waiting for you outside.
You're the strongest girl I know.
Sophia's burn area is larger than expected. We need to harvest 70% of the skin from the donor's back.
That's way beyond the safety limit. The donor has already had a splenectomy and has an extremely low immune system. The risk of infection is nearly 100%. It's a death sentence.
Go out and talk to the family.
The situation has changed. Sophia needs 70% of the skin from Serena's back. Given her splenectomy, her immunity is 0, and the probability of death from infant during surgery exceeds 60%. We need the family's signed consent.
Sign it! I'll sign it! You must save Sophia at all costs!
Are you insane? The doctor said she'll die!
Then let her die! Sophia's life is more important!
Besides, Serena is already useless. She's had her spleen removed and can't even bear children. What's the point of her living?
Madam, please reconsider.
I have reconsidered. Sophia is the future mistress of the White family. She's not even a complete woman anymore.
If you dare to stop me, you can get the hell out of this house.
I've sent them all away. No one will ever force you to do anything again. You know, I told the doctors to reject your match, but I still couldn't stop it. I can't even protect you. The first time I saw you wasn't at Sophia's engagement party. It was earlier, at a design exhibition.
James.
You're awake? How do you feel? I'll go get the doctor.
Don't. You just said you told the doctors to reject my match?
Yes. With your condition, you couldn't handle another surgery. I wanted to stall for time until I could find a way.
So you were trying to protect me?
Yes.
Then why didn't you tell me before the surgery? Why didn't you stand up and say no when my mother was forcing me? Because you couldn't do it. You can do many things behind the scenes, but in front of everyone you will never choose me. You didn't then, and you won't in the future.
Serena.
I'm tired. I want to rest.
I'm sorry.
You're recovering faster than expected. It's good to be young.
When can I be discharged?
At least 2 more weeks. Your immunity is practically 0 right now. Even a common cold out there could be fatal. Anything that can be solved with money is ultimately worthless.
Sophia's recovery plan has been finalized. Also, her mother is here. She's downstairs and says she needs to see you. I'm not seeing her. Just tell her I'm busy. There's one more thing. Serena's primary doctor called. He said she submitted a document today. An authorization form for the hospital. She's refusing all follow-up rehabilitation and private nursing care you arranged for her.
What is the meaning of this?
What do you mean?
Why are you refusing the treatment I arranged? Do you have any idea what your condition is right now?
I know.
My immunity is 0, and a single cold could kill me.
Serena! Can you stop being so stubborn?
James, has it ever occurred to you that I'm not refusing your money because I'm stubborn? It's because I don't want your guilt.
It's not just guilt.
Let's get a divorce.
What did you say?
I said I want a divorce.
Sir, are you still going to Miss Sophia's ward?
Yes.
James, what are you doing here?
I'm here to say one thing to you.
James, it hurts so much.
It hurts? Serena had 70% of her skin removed. She didn't even have the strength to ask for painkillers. What exactly hurts on you? The skin you had transplanted is hers, and the life you're living now is hers too.
I know, I'm so sorry for what happened to Serena.
No, you don't! You and your mother are exactly the same. You both think this is all just a matter of course. And you. I've already notified my lawyers. As of today, Serena has absolutely no connection to the White family. You are not to go near her. You are not to call her. And you are certainly not allowed to come to this hospital again.
How dare you! I'm her mother!
When you signed those papers to let her die, why didn't you remember you were her mother then?
Say that again.
For the past 3 years, I kept asking myself what I did wrong to deserve all this. Then I finally understood. I did nothing wrong. My only mistake was marrying you.
You can't do this. You're still sick. You're not thinking clearly.
I am thinking clearly. James, I have never been this clear in my entire life. You married me because of that glass of wine, because of responsibility. You were kind to me because of guilt. But none of that is what I wanted.
Then what do you want? Tell me. I'll give you anything.
I wanted you to stand in front of me and say no, when my mother forced me to donate my skin. I wanted you by my side in the ICU because you loved me, not because you felt guilty. I wanted you to love me because you wanted to, not because you thought you owed me. See? You can't, because you don't even know what loving someone feels like.
I don't agree.
I've already asked my lawyer to draft the agreement.
I said I don't agree!
Focus on recovering. We'll talk about this after you're better.
James, you're finally here. You've been with Serena these past few days, and
you what?
I know you're mad at me, but I didn't force her into surgery. I needed skin, and she was the only match. If she hadn't donated, I would have died. Could you really have watched me die? James, you never used to be like this. You promised you would take care of me forever. Have you forgotten? At my birthday party, in front of everyone, you said you would marry me.
That was before the engagement.
James, did you go looking for Serena again? That woman already got what she wanted by marrying you. She was after your money. That night at the club, if she hadn't thrown herself at you, you would never have—
Shut up!
Mom, he's listening to us less and less now.
It doesn't matter. Once Serena is dead, he'll naturally come back to you.
Sir, we found what you asked me to look into. 5 years ago, the person who drugged you at the club wasn't a business rival, and it wasn't an accident. It was Sophia, your fiancée at the time.
Evidence? We found the waiter she hired. He kept the full call recordings and transfer records. In the recording, he named Sophia as the one who ordered it. She said, "Say it!" She said, as long as they sleep together, she'll have a reason to call off the engagement. For 5 years, I thought I was the victim. I was drugged and forced to marry someone I didn't love. But it never occurred to me that the person who was sacrificed wasn't me. It was her. She was the sacrifice from the very beginning.
James? You came to see me? I thought you never wanted to see me again.
I'm here to ask you one thing.
What is it? Why so serious? Sit down first. I'll have someone—
5 years ago, the club, that glass of wine. Did you have someone drug it?
What are you talking about? I don't understand. James, have you been under too much pressure lately? How could I—
Do I need to play the recording for you?
Sophia told me to do it. She said that as long as James White slept her sister, she can call off the engagement smoothly.
James, I did it for you. You didn't love me. You loved her. I didn't want you to spend your whole life in regret, didn't want you to marry someone you didn't love.
You didn't want a man who didn't love you, so you pushed him onto your sister. You made her endure a loveless marriage for you, endure humiliation, coldness, betrayal, and die in your place. Sophia, you're even more vicious than your mother.
James, I was wrong. I really was wrong. I was too young back then. I didn't know better.
So you dumped all of this on her? Let her be rejected by her family, laughed at by the entire Upper East Side, and forced her to donate skin to you after she had already lost her spleen?
But she loves you. You saw it. She was willing to do anything for you. If she didn't love you, she wouldn't have married you.
She was willing? So you took it for granted? You used her skin and owe her your life. The reason you can sit here alive and say these things now is because of her. Serena doesn't know about this yet. I'm giving you two choices. First, go to her yourself and explain everything from beginning to the end. Kneel down, play the recording for her, and let her know that these 5 years of her life were designed by your own hands from the start.
No, she'll hate me to death.
Second, I tell her. And I'll tell everyone. Your parents, the elders of the White family, the reporters at the New York Times. I'll tell them how you engineered your own sister's marriage, then took her skin without a second thought and nearly killed her. Choose for yourself. Kneel once in front of her, or never be able to stand again in front of the whole world.
You can't do this. I'm her sister.
You're not. You're just a devil wearing her skin and living in this world.
Serena? My God, is that you? I've been waiting for 3 years.
Elena, it's me, Serena. I've decided to accept your invitation and go to Paris.
You finally made up your mind. When? I'll come get you.
When my wounds heal. A month at most.
Then a month it is. Paris will be waiting for you. Serena, you'll thank yourself for making this decision today. Your talent shouldn't be buried in those fake Upper East Side parties. This is where you belong.
I once thought being loved was all there was to life. Later, I finally understood that loving yourself is the real beginning. And that beginning doesn't need anyone's permission. If you're here to discuss the divorce, talk to my lawyer.
Not today.
Then what are we talking about?
About how badly I failed you.
5 years ago, Sophia had someone drug that glass of wine at the club.
Are you sure?
I found the witness. There's a recordings. She didn't want to marry me, so she made us be together. That way she had a reason to call off the engagement.
So our marriage was designed from the very beginning. I was a substitute your ex-fiancé didn't want, something she casually pushed onto you?
No, Serena, that's not it. I love—
Stop. So I was just the sacrifice in a conspiracy.
Maybe at first it was because of guilt, but later it wasn't.
Get out.
Believe me, I love—
Get out!
Mrs. White, the divorce agreement has been drafted according to your instructions. You are not claiming any marital assets, and you are not asking Mr. White for spousal support. Are you sure? Under New York law, even if the marriage didn't last long, you still have the right to receive—
I'm sure.
I said I don't agree. Mr. White, under New York law, a marriage requires both parties to choose to stay in it. If Mrs. White insists on divorce, the court will grant it after the separation period, even without your consent.
Serena, I know I was wrong. Let's go home and talk, okay? When you're better, you can punish me however you want, but don't divorce me.
James, do you know what I regret most in my life? It wasn't losing my spleen, being treated as worthless by my mother, or almost dying on the operating table. It was seeing that there was something wrong with that glass of wine before I married you and drink it anyway. Because back then, I thought if I drank it, you might look at me one more time. Even if you were using me, even if it was just a drunken mistake. I was so desperate that being used felt like a gift. I don't want to be that desperate anymore.
I came to take you home from the hospital.
No need. I called a car.
Serena, can we talk?
About what? Have you signed the divorce agreement?
I told you I won't sign it.
James, you've already wasted 5 years of my life. Are you going to keep wasting more? My heart is gone. What use is a piece of paper to you?
My heart is here, and that's enough. Serena, I know you've been wronged. Give me one chance to treat you properly from now on. We'll leave New York. Anywhere you want. Switzerland, Japan, any place at all. I only want you.
Leave New York? Could you bear to? Your Wall Street, your financial empire, everything you fought so hard to inherit from your father. Could you really give all that up for a woman you didn't want?
As long as you say the word, I can make the call right now and give up everything. The company, the shares, the white name, I can give it all up.
You can give everything up. What about me? What do I get back? Can you give me a healthy body? Can you return the self-respect I lost over these 5 years? Can you give me the version of you who truly loved me, the one who never existed? James, don't make yourself look worse. You're the head of the White family. You shouldn't throw away your dignity for someone determined to leave.
Surprise! I'm here to pick you up, my genius designer.
Elena, why are you here?
You said you'd come to Paris in a month. I couldn't wait. I was afraid you'd change your mind, so I came to get you. We're leaving now.
Let's go.
Serena, I received an invitation to New York Fashion Week next month. I want to take you with me. I know there are people there you don't want to see. But Serena, if you want to become a top luxury designer, New York is a stage you can't skip. Your work deserves to be seen by the world.
All right. I'll go.
That's the Serena I know. By the way, for this trip to New York, do you want me to arrange a place for you to stay? Don't stay in a hotel. A friend of mine has an empty apartment in Tribeca.
No. I've booked a hotel, just a basic single room. I don't want to owe anyone anything anymore.
Good. Then let's go conquer New York.
Going back isn't because I can't let go. It's because there is still something I need to prove there. That I, Serena, was never some unwanted substitute.
Sir, I found her. Mrs. White, no, Serena has been in Paris for the past 3 months, studying under top luxury designer Elena Moretti. She'll debut her own collection at New York Fashion Week.
Her health, how is it?
According to the medical information we obtained, she's recovering well. The graft sites on her back have completely healed, but the problem of her weakened immunity is irreversible. She's had regular follow-ups in Paris and has never stopped her medication. Also
what?
Last week, she was hospitalized in Paris for 5 days because of an ordinary cold. The doctor said that given her current condition, any infection could be fatal. Book me a flight to Paris and find out which hotel she's staying at for Fashion Week. I want to stay in the same one. Sir, next Wednesday you have Morgan Stanley. I said book the flight.
You ran so far away. Did you think I wouldn't be able to find you?
Turn around. Slower. Good, stop. The curve of the hell is wrong. Take it in another half-inch here.
Excuse me. Serena, someone outside is asking for you. It's Mr. White. He brought several people with him and says he wants to see you.
No. Tell him to leave.
He said if you don't see him, he'll make sure the show can't go on.
Tell Mr. White he's welcome to try ruining this show. But by tomorrow, the entire fashion world will know White Group's CEO is so pathetic he even sabotages his ex-wife's career.
Relax. Your face is too tense. This show is our stage, not anyone else's.
She's designing is freaking stunning.
Serena, Elena's student. I heard she used to be a New York society wife and went to Paris after her divorce.
No wonder.
I once thought I would die if I left him. Later, I realized that leaving him was when I truly began to live. But the price of living is this, with your own hands, every single thing you once cared about most.
How did you get in here? Security!
Security won't stop a sponsor.
What do you want?
I wanted to see you. These 3 months I've been going out of my mind. I can't sleep at night. Whenever I close my eyes, I see you lying in the ICU.
Then you can go to a psychiatric hospital, not my show.
That wedding dress was starry blue. You once said, your dream wedding wasn't in a church, it was under the stars. You said blue is the most fundamental color of the universe, the first color humanity saw in space.
That's in the past, James. People can't live in the past forever.
Congratulations on last night's success. This is for you.
I don't accept gifts from you.
This isn't a gift. This is what I owe you.
You don't owe me anything. Those 5 years were my choice. Now I'm choosing differently, and everything between us goes back to zero.
Look at it. If you don't like it after you see it, you once said blue is the most fundamental color of the universe, that it is eternity. I can't eat, but I can give you a star.
James, stars are distant and beautiful, but they can't be touched. Just like your remorse. It sounds moving, but it doesn't help my body now at all. What I need now is the appetite to eat hot oatmeal in the morning, an immune system that won't send me into a fever whenever the season changes, that doesn't wake in fear at night. I want warmth I can touch, not some untouchable romance in the sky.
Serena! Serena! You're leaving again. Disappearing again.
I told you. There's nothing left for us to talk about.
It's not a gift, it's something I'm returning to you.
How did you get this?
When you were pregnant the first time, you left this sketch in the study. I found it and kept it all this time. Back then I thought we still had a chance.
Thank you for returning it, but the days it represents are already dead. Your assistant said you haven't been to the office in a week. He asked me to bring you something to eat.
Give me back the key.
James, look in the mirror at what you've become. Is it worth it for a woman who abandoned you? She isn't worth it. I'm different. You used to like me, didn't you? First time you saw me, you said I was beautiful. It's good that she's gone. The two of us can start over.
She's in Paris now, made it to Fashion Week with her own designs, and even set up a foundation. You sit in a mansion fiddling with those silk scarves of yours, and you tell me she isn't worth it?
Yes, she succeeded. But don't forget who caused her pain was you, James. What do you have to defend her in front of me?
For the harm I caused her, I won't forgive myself for the rest of my life. The only thing I can still do for her now is make sure you never appear in front of her again.
C'est la cave en herbe où ils font de son vrai majesté vers la comatise.
You look beautiful tonight.
Thank you. You look well too, Mr. White.
Is it convenient to talk alone for a moment?
5 minutes. I have an interview at 9:30.
Mrs. Serena, Mr. White officially signed the divorce agreement today. He waived all retroactive claims to shared property, and he transferred every share the White family fund held in a Paris haute couture atelier into your name.
Transfer them back. I don't want them.
He said, this is what he owes you. If you won't accept the shares, he'll donate them to charity.
Then donate them. In my name. Donate them to a post-mortem rehabilitation fund for splenectomy patients.
Understood. There is one more thing.
Go ahead.
Before signing the divorce agreement, Mr. White asked me one
Question. He asked, has she ever mentioned me? Even one word would be enough.
You should have told him no. Serena, Milan Fashion Week sent an invitation. They hope you'll attend as a judge. This is the formal invitation. Reply that I'll go. Also book a hotel in Milan for me. I want a room with a view of the cathedral. I once thought being loved was all there was to life. Later, I finally understood that loving yourself is the real beginning. The mountains you thought you could never cross are actually just stones on the road. Walk around them, and you'll find the plains affared.
I signed the divorce agreement.
I know.
You've lost weight, but you look better than you did in New York.
The air in Paris is good for me.
These past few months, I've been thinking about one question.
What?
If it had been you from the beginning, no Sophia, no glass of wine, would we have been different?
No. Because the problem was never who you married, it was me. I was too humble. I built all my worth on whether you loved me or not. So no matter who married me, I would have been hurt. Because no one can forever satisfy every expectation of another person. But now it's different. I give myself my own worth.
The Serena I knew really seems to have come back. Only now she no longer needs me by her side.
Serena, your condition has improved a lot recently. The frequency of your nightmares has dropped from 5 times a week to 2. Only twice this week. One of them was because I watched a horror movie. That means your subconscious is beginning to accept controlled risk. That is a very good sign. Your physical trauma is healing, and so is your psychological trauma. You are starting to accept yourself. This is a long road, but you have already passed the heart. I used to think I had to be good enough, pretty enough, obedient enough, useful enough to deserve love. Now I know I was born worthy of it. I don't have to trade anything for it.
Then do you still hate them now? Your parents, your sister, and James?
No. Hate is too drastic. I don't want to spend the strength I have left on hate. I want to spend it on what I love. Besides, hating someone means there is still a place for him in your heart. The place I have now is reserved for myself.
You know, there's someone you think of and all that remains in your heart is calm. That means you have moved him out of your important tank. Then the area he belongs in should be called the archive.
Thank you, doctor.
Same time next week?
Yes. But if my Milan work schedule changes, I'll have my assistant call in advance. The meaning of iris flowers is hope.
This isn't here to win you back. It's a divorce gift for you. You don't have to accept it, but I still want to give it to you. The starry sky is your favorite theme. This ring is a pair with that wedding dress of yours. I had it custom made. It took half a year. You deserve the whole sky, Serena. I was never worthy of standing beside you. By the way, Sophia and the others, I've already dealt with them. They won't appear in your world again. This is the last thing I can do for you. Sorry to interrupt, your drawing is excellent, especially the way you handled the light and shadow. You brought Notre Dame's flying breezes to life.
Thank you.
May I sit?
Go ahead.
I'm Alexander. I'm a passerby who likes watching people draw.
Serena, a designer who likes drawing by the roadside. Some people come into your life to teach you a lesson, then leave. Some people come into your life to tell you that the world is much gentler than you imagine.
I especially like this one. Every time I look at it, I feel calm.
I used to chase intense things too. I thought love had to be earth-shattering, that it didn't count unless I burned myself to ashes. Only now do I know. Calm is the rarest thing.
Serena, there are some things I want to tell you.
Go ahead.
I'm not some passerby who likes watching people draw. I'm Alexander von Thyssen. The Thyssen family invests in art.
The Thyssen family? I've heard of it. It's one of the oldest art collecting families in Europe.
I was afraid that if I led with my last name, you'd write me off as a spoiled rich guy and stop talking to me.
You think I'd be scared off by a last name?
What I was afraid of wasn't you being scared. I was afraid that because of my last name, you'd put me in the same category as certain people.
I don't look at last names. I look at people.
You're Americana, no sugar.
How did you know I like this?
Because at the cafe last time, all 3 cups you ordered were this.
You observe pretty carefully.
When it comes to you, I've always observed very carefully. Who is it? Why aren't you answering?
I don't know. Maybe a wrong number.
There's a small exhibition this weekend at a private gallery in the Marais. It's all impressionist work, including a few early Monet watercolors. Interested?
I am.
Serena, I want to formally ask you to be my girlfriend. I know you've been through terrible things. I also know it may be hard for you to believe in love again, but I'm not him, and you're not who you were back then. I want to see with you whether peaceful days can still become something beautiful.
Yes.
I have to go to Zurich next week to deal with the final batch of disputed works held by the family foundation. About 10 days. If anything happens while I'm gone, call me.
How long has it been since you wrested the Thyssen family, the foundation? You've been dealing with all of it nonstop.
Are you telling me to be lazy?
I'm saying that tonight. Don't think about any of that.
Open your eyes.
I've never felt complete. I'm missing an organ, missing a piece of skin, missing too many things. But at moments like this, it feels like I'm being filled. Not by love, by you, by the way you look at me.
Then let me keep looking at you this way, until the way you see yourself becomes like this too. Sir, the Thyssen family called. They said Mr. Alexander von Thyssen will be coming to New York next week and hopes to discuss cooperation in the European market with you.
Set up a meeting with Mr. Thyssen for me. Next month, I'm going to Paris.
You're going to Paris?
Not to discuss business. I'm going to see with my own eyes whether she's doing well.
Serena, I once thought you would always stay by my side. Now I realize there may not be a place for me in your world anymore. Serena, I won't give up on you that easily.
The moon is beautiful tonight. Good night, Serena.
Good night, Alexander. Be careful on your way home.
What I desperately wanted to make up for, you've already received from his eyes. You smile so happily, as if those past years never happened. But he doesn't deserve you. The Thyssen family, you have no idea how much filth is hidden behind that name. Those so-called art collections are nothing but a cover for money laundering. Keep digging, don't just check the transaction records from the last 20 years. I want every file on 3 generations of the Tyson family, including their lists of art acquisitions in Europe during World War II. If there's a problem, don't miss a single one. I said, don't miss a single one. How much it costs and how many people it takes are not your concern.
Serena, James is here again. I couldn't stop him.
Elena, it's all right. Mr. White. Mr. White, I'll give you 10 minutes.
I'm not here to pester you. I'm here to tell you something. There's something wrong with the Tyson family. The provenance of at least 6 top-tier artworks can't be traced in their collection over the past 30 years. Several of them are tied to Jewish family property, looted by the Nazis during World War II. Do you understand what that means? If the FBI opens an investigation, everyone connected to the family will be dragged into it, including you. You've already suffered so much, you can't—
James, I can judge Alexander for myself. Whatever he has done, he'll tell me himself. I don't need you to brief me on him. As for these matters involving the Theisel family, Dr. Anita Rosen, an FBI art crime consultant, came to see me 2 months ago. After Alexander took over the family foundation, he voluntarily hired a third-party audit firm, registered every disputed piece one by one, and is negotiating returns with possible rightful heirs item by item. You thought you had found a lifeline, something you could use to drive a wedge between us and prove he isn't worthy of me. Unfortunately, what you found is exactly the proof that he is more open and honest than anyone. That is probably the difference between you and him. Goodbye, James. Next time, if you truly want to help me, don't exhaust yourself investigating someone else. Start with yourself.
I was just afraid you'd get hurt again.
Once, a single I'm sorry from him could make me fall apart. Now he stands in front of me and says he is afraid I'll get hurt again. Yet all that remains in my heart is a dead lake.
James! You finally agreed to see me. Those people at the Swiss sanatorium, they kicked me out! They said it was your order.
It was my order. I paid your expenses at the sanitarium out of the last bit of pity I had left. But pity has a limit, and you have used yours up.
How could you do this? She was your fiancée. She even once saved you from—
Save me from what? Sophia, why don't you tell her yourself what the real version of that car accident where you saved my life was? Here are the documents you need to sign. You can refuse, but the consequences will be yours.
You want to remove us from the White Family Trust? This fund was established by your grandfather. What right do you have?
Because I chair the current fund management committee. At least 7 major media outlets have already called what you did to Serena, forcing her to donate skin, a family abuse scandal. Do you need me to send you every link?
James, you can't do this. We're your family. When you married Serena, I gave her away.
You gave her to me? You mean when she was about to be pushed onto the operating table, and you watched your wife sign off on removing 70% of her skin while calling her useless, you were elegantly standing by as her father? Sign them, then disappear from Serena's world completely. Sophia, don't go to Paris looking for her again. If my people see you anywhere within 500 meters of her, you'll learn what true homelessness means.
We can't just let it end like this. Absolutely not. 2.37 million followers, 2.37 million people think she's inspirational, brave, and worthy of being loved. Every tag she uses was written by stepping on my head.
So what? The internet's memory lasts 3 days. Once we send this letter out, the people praising her now will trample her with the same enthusiasm.
Not just one letter. One letter isn't enough. We need to hit from multiple angles. Next Wednesday, she has a media event in New York for her new collection. We send the letter to every invited outlet the night before. It has to be explosive. How she seduced James at her sister's engagement party, then played the victim after marriage. We don't need evidence, we need details. The more private they sound, the more believable they are.
That old housekeeper, Martha, I contacted her. She still remembers things from when Serena had just gotten married. She said she can add some details.
Also, I checked. Serena's studio uses a Paris supplier called Leclerc. Leclerc's younger son owes gambling to debts. As we pay, he's willing to temper with their fabrics. For a top luxury designer, a fabric accident is a disaster.
You're smarter than your father. Mom, you still have a few society friends on the Upper East Side, right? Those women live for rich family scandals. Invite them for tea and casually leak Serena's dirt. They'll spread it for you.
You two are insane. She has James, and now she has that European man. You can't beat her.
She has nothing. All her success was bought with pity. Once that sympathy turns into suspicion, she'll go back to being the Serena nobody wanted. You think you won.
You think you finally stood in the sunlight, but the sun always sets.
Last time, you said you wanted her dead. I've thought it over. There are plenty of ways to make her die. Ruin her in the media, get her blacklisted from fashion. Which one do you want?
All of them. At the charity auction dinner 3 months from now, I want to see Serena completely ruined.
Then let's sign the agreement. All of them means paying the full price. Before that, I need to collect some interest first. From now on, you're my woman. Every extra night you spend with me, I'll give you placement in one more media outlet. Fair trade.
You'd better not disappoint me.
You're nothing like your sister. Everything about her is real. Everything about you is fake except that face. But I don't like real. Real is exhausting. Fake is better. Fake obeys. Now that the agreement is signed, we should get down to business.
What happened with the articles? Tomorrow is—
Idiot! Your smear articles were intercepted by James! All of them! And he has our recordings. From now on, we have nothing to do with each other. You're on your own. If James releases those recordings, I go down first, and neither of you will get away either.
How did James know? He tapped my phone. Man, he's going to hate me even more!
Don't worry. Once Serena's reputation is ruined, James will come back to you eventually.
This is all Serena's fault. No matter what it takes, I'll destroy her reputation and make James give up on her.
Tomorrow, Serena is attending the charity auction dinner. Let's go take a look.
She really is living in glory now.
I want to see what she looks like these days.
Maybe we can even get something out of her. After all, we are family.
Sooner or later, I'll take back everything that belongs to me from her.
James, long time no see. Your ex-wife has been everywhere lately. I had a friend spice things up and write a few pieces on her shady climb into high society. They should make a splash. The articles won't be published. Not a single word. Oh? Why? You're protecting her, but she isn't protecting you. She has someone by her side now. Arthur, I have all the call records between you and Sophia, including the part where you threatened her into sleeping with you. You wouldn't want that on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, would you?
You wouldn't dare!
I am James White. Do you think I wouldn't dare? Take your hands off Sophia. She is my ex-wife's sister. I can send her to prison, and I can pull her out. She is rotten to the core, but trash like you does not get to trample her. You're turning against me for a woman who doesn't want you? Not for her. For myself. To redeem a little of the guilt from these 5 years.
Serena, look this way. Is it true that tonight's final auction item comes from your personal collection?
Yes, it's a design I've never shown publicly, titled Rebirth. Every dollar from the auction will go to the Women's Recovery Foundation. Miss Elena Moreo and I found it together.
Mr. Alexander, rumor has it you and Serena are more than friends. Would you care to comment? All I'll say is this. Standing beside her is my greatest honor. Anything beyond that is hers to define.
The inspiration for this dress came from a scar. Not the romantic, heroic kind of scar. The ugly, twisted kind that makes you want to smash the mirror every morning when you look at yourself. I spent many years trying to cover it. For a long time, I never wore anything with an open back. Then one day I realized something. This scar was not my choice, but it is part of my story. Serena! My God, it really is you! I heard you had a huge success tonight and sold for a sky-high price. I came especially to congratulate you. If that's all you came to say today, then save your fake congratulations. Serena, I know there were a lot of misunderstandings between us before. But that's all in the past now, isn't it? We're family after all. Dad misses you very much. He hasn't been well lately, and often calls your name in the middle of the night. It's true, your father saw you on TV last time and cried. He kept saying he had wronged his little daughter. Serena, we really know we were wrong. For me, the word family has already expired. You used it too cheaply. I know you hate me. I deserve it. But can you give us a chance to start over? I've been doing some charity work recently too, although it's nowhere near what you do, but I want to learn to become someone like you. Misunderstandings? You made me endure a marriage that had no love at all, and you call that a misunderstanding? Mom signed off on having 70% of the skin on my back removed, and you call that a misunderstanding? Sophia, do you really think all of that can be erased with the words, "It's in the past"?
Serena, this isn't the place to talk about this. Let's find somewhere quiet.
No, right here. Let everyone hear it. The reason you showed up tonight isn't because you missed me. It's because my work sold for a sky-high price, and I've started to become valuable.
Serena, don't push too far. You're nothing but the person who stole everything from me. Without me, you wouldn't even have gotten to meet James. You should be on your knees thanking me.
Everything from you? Sophia, you never had everything. You were just used to taking other people's things and mistaking them for your own. But you forgot that stolen things will be taken back sooner or later.
You finally learned. I thought giving you a divorce agreement and a trust ficum was goodbye. But the real goodbye is this, watching you no longer need me and feeling happy for you.
How dare she? How dare she look at me like that? How dare she? If it weren't for me, she wouldn't even have gotten to meet James. She should be grateful to me for the rest of her life.
Every time you scream, you give me a headache.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
For you, I signed off on sending her to her death. And you tell me it doesn't matter? Talk! That car accident. I had someone pause it. I arranged for someone to ram James' car, planning to rush out at the last second and push him wide so I saved his life, and then he would propose to me faster. But that day, Serena just happened to be in the same car with him. She pushed him away first. The spleen crushed by the steering wheel was hers. It was supposed to be my heroic scene, and she stole it.
You almost killed James.
Yes, I did, so what? Didn't Serena end up marrying him? Didn't she get him? She should thank me. All of you should thank me. Without me, she is nothing.
Fine. None of us can turn back now. Then we keep going. Proceed with the original plan.
The media event is only the first move. Even if she gets lucky and dodges it, I still have another move.
What other move?
Isn't she setting up some foundation? Isn't she doing charity? What does charity fear most? Dirty money.
You mean
Alexander von Theisen. His family foundation is hiding artworks looted during World War II. If this gets exposed, Serena's foundation is using Thyssen money and she'll be dragged down too.
But we have no evidence.
We don't need proof. We just need someone to investigate. The FBI art crime team has a consultant named Anita Rosen. I know one of her informants. As long as we leak the rumor, someone will naturally dig this matter all the way to the bottom for us. Arthur, that matter I mentioned last time, about the artwork. Yes, you know someone with connections at the FBI? Perfect. Let's meet.
Serena, you think standing in the sunlight means you're safe? That's because you forgot. The stronger the light, the deeper the shadow.
Sir, it's confirmed.
Sophia used Arthur's connections to tip off the FBI. Her goal is obvious: use the art scandal to bring down Alexander Thyssen and cast a shadow over Serena's foundation.
She is even more stupid than I imagined.
Stupid? She thinks Alexander will cover up the truth to protect his family's reputation. But she is wrong. Alexander started voluntarily disclosing those disputed pieces 6 months ago. He hired third-party auditors, registered them item by item, and is negotiating returns with possible rightful heirs. Sophia wants to use the truth to kill. But she doesn't know this. Truth only makes clean people cleaner. Contact Mr. Alexander Thyssen for me. Tell him White Group's legal department is willing to assist the Thyssen family with the FBI investigation free of charge.
And I want to meet him alone before the press conference.
Sir, it's confirmed. What do you want to talk to him about?
Serena.
Sir, the FBI art crime team sent a formal inquiry letter this afternoon. They are requesting access to all provenance documents for artworks held by the Thyssen Family Foundation from 1938 to 1950.
3 months earlier than I expected, someone is pushing this from behind.
Do you suspect anyone?
Serena's sister, Sophia. She recently contacted someone named Arthur, and one of Arthur's distant relatives works in administration at the FBI.
What do we need to do?
We don't hide. I hired third-party auditors 6 months ago, and every disputed piece is already listed. They want to investigate, let them go through everything. Also, set up a meeting with the people in New York. I want to meet James White.
Mr. White, haven't you always not wanted to?
If someone is secretly throwing dirt on Serena, she needs everyone who can help her, including her ex-husband.
You're back? You're later than usual today.
I met with the legal team today. The FBI investigation is broader than expected, but our audit report is solid. They won't find anything real to attack. There's one more thing. James White contacted me.
What does he want?
He wants to meet me before I go to New York for your press conference. He said there are things he wants to say in person.
Are you going to meet him?
I will. If what he wants to say has something to do with you, I should listen.
Alexander, James is the past. You are the present. I don't want you to feel any pressure because of my past.
Serena, your past is not a source of pressure for me. It is part of you, and it helps me understand more clearly how you made it to today. As for James, I will meet him. I won't be jealous of one more person protecting you. I'll only feel relieved.
The FBI inquiry letter has already been sent. The Thyssen family should be in Mayos soon. Next.
Next, you should fix your face first. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You look like you haven't slept in 3 days. A woman, especially a woman going to war, has to maintain her dignity.
I'm only thinking about how far the FBI investigation needs to go to be enough. It would be best to drag Serena down too.
You're moving too fast. If the fire burns too hot, the smoke chokes you first. That Thyssen guy isn't stupid. And neither is your former fiancé. James White is already looking into this. He managed to monitor all our previous calls. Do you think he can't find out who we contacted?
Are you scared?
Scared? Sophia, now you should be most afraid of one is the man you once schemed so hard to marry. He is watching your every move. The reason he hasn't come after you yet isn't because he can't find you. It's because the time hasn't come. For now, I won't contact you first. We'll talk after the storm passes.
You can't leave! The agreement!
The agreement is the agreement, but it doesn't say I have to die with you. Don't worry, I'll still help you with the FBI line. All you need to do now is wait.
Mr. Thyssen, please sit. Mr. White, thank you for having your legal team assist with the FBI investigation.
That isn't to help you, it's to help her.
I know.
Then you should also know, Serena is my ex-wife. Over the past 5 years, I didn't do everything right. In fact, I did most wrong. I won't ask her to take me back. Her heart is dead to me. But I will use every resource I have left to protect her. Sophia, the FBI, anyone who tries to hurt her, I'll make them regret it.
Mr. White, I appreciate your honesty, but I need to tell you this. Serena does not need your protection. She is by my side, and I will protect her in my own way. If you truly want to do something for her, then help me make sure Sophia is within 500 meters of her again. Leave the rest to me.
All right. I'll handle Sophia.
What did you say?
You took my money, and you couldn't even swap out the fabric?
She found out? How could she possibly— Enough!
Listen! Keep the money and pretend I never came to you. From today on, stay away from anything involving Serena. Keep playing the nice old man and keep your mouth shut. Failed again? Fine. Useless pieces are useless pieces. That idiot Leclerc was seen through at a glance.
She said tampering with fabric was a kindergarten-level trick.
How dare she say that?
Only one step left. The media event. Send the anonymous letters as planned. This time, no email. I'll have people hand them over in person. They'll blend in with the reporters and pass them out afterwards. At least 5 outlets will get a copy.
James is already watching. Won't they be intercepted again?
You think I only use one route? The email route was deliberately left for him to intercept, to make him think he had already won. The real content is printed on paper, sealed in envelopes and delivered by real people. How can he intercept that? Serena, you think you're standing firm, but the landmines under your feet, I buried them more than 10 years ago. Tomorrow, I'll set them off for you. Arthur can't be relied on anymore. We need another route.
What route?
Leclerc, the Paris fabric supplier. His youngest son is drowning in gambling debts, I checked. Serena's studio has a long-term partnership with them. The fabric for her charity gala dress month is supplied by Leclerc.
You want to tamper with the fabric?
Nothing fatal, just enough to humiliate her at the gala, split seams, stained fabric. For a designer, what is worse than watching your own work fall apart staged?
But James is watching us now.
How can we— I don't need to go myself. I only need to call my assistant and have her knock on Leclerc's door. Hi, it's me. There's a small favor I need from you over in Paris. Yes, the payment will be generous. Put a little care into it. Arrange it. Serena thinks she can walk the red carpet without a care and accept everyone's applause, but she forgot that the red carpet is the easiest place to trip. And the fall that hurts the most is often the one that happens when you are most proud. The density of this batch of fabric is wrong. It's 15% off from the samples delivered before. Go get the purchase order.
Dear Serena, did the goods arrive? This batch is top quality silk.
This is not the fabric we ordered. The original was hand-woven by a silk atelier in Lake Como, Italy. At least 2 bolts in this batch you gave me are machine-made imitations.
This may be the warehouse made a mistake. I'll have someone replace it right away.
The last person who gave me fake fabric said the same thing. He is no longer in the fabric business. I would hate for that to happen between us.
Give me 48 hours. I'll deliver the real fabric within 48 hours.
By the way, Mr. Leclerc,
I know someone contacted you. If she contacts you again, please tell her this. Tampering with fabric is a kindergarten-level trick. Next time, try something more advanced.
Oh.
You still have the mood to read the paper? I just wanted to see whether today's headline is about her or me. Everything is set for tomorrow. I won't let her walk the red carpet in peace, even if the anonymous letters are stopped. I'll make her embarrass herself in public. If even one reporter gets the printed letter afterward, they'll chase her with questions.
Sophia, have you ever thought about one thing?
What?
What if tomorrow she also says all those things from the past in public, in front of all the reporters? The one destroyed on the stat won't be her.
Don't you know her? She won't dare. She's Serena, the Serena who couldn't even talk back to us. She can give interviews, do charity, stand set stage, but she can't handle being cornered.
You're trembling. It isn't because you're cold, is it?
Is it that obvious?
You are no longer the little girl from 5 years ago who could be scared out of her wits. Sophia's letter has already been intercepted. The fact that you are standing here at all is already a kind of victory.
You know, I imagined many times what I would feel when I stood upstairs and exposed my sister and my mother to everyone. I thought I would be angry, relieved, maybe want to cry, but now I only feel calm. It feels like I can finally put down a burden I have carried for a very long time.
Then don't frame it as revenge. You're here to show everyone what you've truly built. Don't give her your attention. She isn't worth it.
I want to add a passage about the meaning of rebuilding. Not revenge, but rebuilding.
Mr. White, we listened to the recordings you sent. Although the confession about the car accident was made while she was emotional, the driver has been found. He is serving a sentence in Switzerland and is willing to testify in court. Also, Sophia is indeed suspected of medical coercion. For that part, we have the signature records from the day of the surgery and testimony from the doctors.
Then why haven't you acted yet?
Because we are waiting for the right moment. If we arrest her now, the media will report it as an internal family dispute. But if we wait until she commits public perjury, for example, after the press conference, when she sends fabricated anonymous letters to the media, then the charges will be completely different. Add falsifying evidence, attempting to sabotage business activity, and threatening witnesses, that will be enough to keep her in prison for a very long time.
How long do you need me to wait?
The day of the press conference, when they think they have succeeded. We will have colleagues on site then. Once they publicly spread the rumors, the evidence will be conclusive. One more thing. Karina signing off on skin removal beyond the safe range will be handled at the state court level. Medical coercion plus intentional injury will be very difficult for her lawyer to argue for much probation.
Can't sleep?
I'm thinking about Sophia. After tomorrow's press conference, she won't be able to keep pestering me like this anymore. This may be the last time we confront each other like this. What is this?
An amulet my mother left me. She said when you don't know how far you can fly, hold it in your hand. Not to run away, to take off.
When I was little, in the dormitory at boarding school, I often dreamed that I grew wings and flew over the walls of the estate. But my mother never looked at the roses I grew. Back then I thought I just wasn't flying high enough. Now I know that no matter how high you fly, you can't change the people watching from the ground. But I don't need them to watch anymore. Now someone is flying with me.
Serena, you forced me into all of this!
Dawn is almost here. By this time tomorrow, everyone will know that the woman standing stopstage taking their applause is the one who deserves to be spit on. Serena, very soon you'll have nothing left.
I once thought giving her a title through marriage was enough. Only now do I understand that what I owed her was not title, but standing up and saying no when her mother signed that paper. Sir, 75 media outlets will attend tomorrow's press conference. Everything is ready according to plan. We have 2 people arranged nearby, just in case. Those 2 stay outside. I don't want anyone interfering. Let her say what she needs to say. She deserves that moment. Tomorrow, she'll say everything she needs to say. I won't be in the room. But if anyone there lays a finger on her, remember their name for me. Understood. And if she is willing to look at me after she comes down, tell me.
It happened again. 20 minutes ago, another anonymous letter started going out. The content is even more vicious than last time. It says you deliberately got James drunk and seduced him at Sophia's engagement party, that you used pregnancy to force him into marriage, and that you married into the White family for money.
They even invented a close friend. How thoughtful of them.
The IP trace still points to Sophia, but this time every email was intercepted before it reached the reporters' inboxes, and the person who intercepted them wasn't us.
James?
His people contacted me this morning. He said he prepared a set of response materials that all media through official channels the same them Cartford conference begins. He asked me to ask you, do you want to see the contents in advance? Includes the truth about the car accident back then.
No need. I already know enough about those things.
Also, Alexander was stopped by James on his way here. They're talking alone in the hotel executive lounge.
What does he want with Alexander?
I'm not sure yet, but Alexander sent a message telling you not to worry. He said, this is a conversation between men. Move the press conference up by 5 minutes. I have something to say.
Good morning, everyone. Before I introduce the new collection, I want to say something off topic first. Today, someone once again tried to send all of you an anonymous letter about me. I haven't read the full contents, but I can tell you who sent it, my sister Sophia and my mother Serena. I do not intend to repair the filth they tried to throw on me. That is exactly what they want. Instead, I would like to invite all of you to listen to something they do not want you to hear. Step 1, anonymous letters. Next Wednesday, she has a media event in New York. Make it explosive, how she seduced James at her sister's engagement party. We don't need evidence, we need details. The more private, the more believable.
That car accident, I had someone cause it and I arranged for someone to ram James's car!
This is my time I was abandoned at an amusement park when I was 6 to today when they tried to destroy my career with rumors. They have never stopped hurting me. But today I am not here to ask for sympathy. I want to tell everyone going through something similar. Your life belongs to you. The bravest thing you can do is not forgive. It is to stand up from the ruins and walk away without looking back.
Sophia White, Serena White, you are suspected of threatening witnesses, conspiring to sabotage business activity, being connected to an intentional injury case from many years ago. Please come with us to assist with the investigation.
Come in.
Sir, should we call the police now about the car accident? This is intentional injury. This recording is already enough to open a case. Not yet. Which media outlets has Sophia contacted? Have you checked the invitation list for Serena's press conference next week? 75 media invitations went out. Sophia tried to reach 11 of them. Good. Let her send them. When her anonymous letter reaches Hess, have your people intercept it, the one we prevested, and replace the contents with the version we prepared. Inside this is all the evidence that Sophia drugged me at the club back then, and the clip recorded tonight in which Sophia personally admits that she planned the car accident. Since they want media exposure, we will give it to them. Only I will decide what gets exposed. Doing this will also affect you. Once the car accident becomes public, white groups group. I don't care about white groups group price. I spent 5 years caring about those things, the stock price, the board, the family name. I cared so much that I forgot to ask when I became a man who couldn't even protect his own wife. Arrange one thing for me. Before next Wednesday's press conference, I want to meet Alexander von Tyson first. Alone. Understood.
Today, when you walked down from the stage, everyone was looking at your face, but I was looking at your hands. You were shaking. Not because you were afraid, but because you were too tense. Take a deep breath. Today is over. You did it.
I did it. I exposed them. I didn't fall apart. I didn't cry. I didn't tremble statage.
Don't let me sleep alone tonight.
Are you sure?
Mr. White, thank you for providing the audio evidence. Sophia White's confession about the car accident, although she can claim it was an exaggeration made in an emotional state, matches the testimony of the witness we found in Switzerland. The driver she hired was imprisoned 5 years ago for another case. He is willing to testify.
What about Karina?
She is not the principal offender in the criminal case. She did know about the car accident plan, but during Serene Brett's surgery, she signed off on removing skin beyond the safe range, and doctors and nurses were present when she signed. That constitutes medical coercion and intentional injury. Those fall under the jurisdiction of the state prosecutor. We are already transferring the materials.
Let me see Sophia once.
According to procedure, before her lawyer is present, we can't...
It isn't for interrogation. There are some things I need to tell her face to face.
James, did you come to save? Tell me you came to save me!
Sophia, this is the last time I will see you. I came to say goodbye. You have never thought from anyone else's perspective for even 1 second. In your world, there is only you. You and Serena are sisters by blood, but you live on 2 completely opposite planets. Thank you for coming.
Sit. I ordered you an Americo. No sugar, extra shot, just like before. Thank you for what happened at the press conference. Also, the day you went to see Alexander, what did you talk about?
I told him that regarding the FBI investigation into the Thyssen family, I could help him clean up the final batch of disputed holdings through proper compliance procedures. He accepted. As for the rest, I told him that if he ever made you sad, I would make him coming to this planet.
Typical James-style negotiation.
Then he said he would never give me that chance. He also said that if I was willing, I could join your foundation as a partner. The foundation needs money, and my money is just sitting there anyway.
I can't say it's okay about the past. Those wounds will always be there. Every time I catch a cold, run a fever, or end up in the hospital because of my immune system, they hurt all over again. But I can tell you this. I will not live in hatred. It is too exhausting, and hating someone means there is still a place for him in your heart. The place I have now is reserved for myself.
Elena told me you're flying to Seychelles next week. The project there...
It's a design training studio for local women with disabilities. I want to use my craft to help women who are hurt by the people closest to them, the way I was. They don't need pity. They need skills, work, and a way to stand on their own. These are the official documents establishing the foundation. I've already signed them. It's called the New Life Foundation. It specifically supports women recovering after surgery. The money you transferred before, I used it, but not for myself.
I'll add another contribution, not out of guilt, but as an investment in someone with more vision than me.
Take care, James. From now on, I won't be part of your world anymore.
You are currently out on bail.
For now, do not go out and do not answer calls. Punted by the current situation, if you showed attitude, we may will fight front 15 years.
This is all retribution. Where are you going?
I don't know, but it won't be here. Goodbye.
Thank you. Back then, outside the amusement park, you didn't look away like everyone else from a dirty, lost little girl. You gave me hot soup and a place to sleep, somewhere safe from the wind and rain. I'm doing very well now. Someone loves me. I am also trying to become someone like you. A little gentler to this world, even if it was not always gentle to me. Let's go. Next stop, Sagettis.
Ceres? I thought we were going to Paris first.
Paris can wait. The Sagettis project has already been delayed for 3 months. The women there are waiting for me. And I need you to keep your promise.
Serena, marry me.
Yes.
I used to think happiness was an endode, a place you could stop after you arrived. Later, I realized happiness isn't an end. It's a process.
Are you happy now?
I've learned not to treat happiness like a goal I have to chase. It isn't a trophy waiting at the top of a mountain. It's the view along the way, including the places where you fell. To the distance, to farewells, to everything that hasn't happened yet and is worth looking forward to.
To you.
You know, I used to be afraid to fly. I was scared of enclosed spaces, scared of being abandoned somewhere unfamiliar. But now flying feels good, like saying goodbye, and like heading towards something new.
You let everyone see your light. I'll watch the Paris studio for you. Go do what you want to do and become the person you want to become.
See you in Paris in a month. Remember to water my flowers.
Sir. Shall we head back?
Back. There is still a lot to do. I need to sign off on the Foundation's first additional funding.